Hey, welcome back to summertime. I am about to do, I guess you could call part 2 to decorating for Christmas in my office. My last episode, I decorated this fabulous tree behind me. I love it so much. I love the twinkly lights. The blue is calm and serene. And so this episode is all about me putting in Santas over here, Santas behind me. I'm going to put some Santas all around, but you can see I did a little bit behind me. I'm going to show you that decor. But before I get into that, I just want to thank all of you who've left me and my family and my son such beautiful messages on my last episode. As many of you know, Derek had a tragic fire and lost everything. And just to give you all an update, today is Friday the 14th. The fire was on Friday the 6th, whatever last week, or was it the 7th? Whatever last week Friday was. And a lot has happened since. We have been able to find him housing, so he will be able to go back to school and continue finishing up his senior year, which is the best news of all. He's been able to hang out with some of his friends. It was his birthday this week as well, poor guy. So try to give him some normalcy where he can at least go out and hang out on the college campus on his birthday evening so he can have that memory. But yeah, we're building it back up. Computers, clothes, all of it, school supplies. So just wanted to share that update. And again, appreciate all the positivity because that helps us stay positive as well as heal through something pretty darn tragic. So speaking of healing, my favorite part of Christmas is unpacking Santa Clauses that my mother collected for years. And in all honesty, when I ended up doing an estate sale to get rid of all of my mom and dad's stuff, I shouldn't say get rid of it, but when we had to pare stuff down, I kept my favorites that had my favorite memories. My mom had a ridiculous amount of Santas growing up, and she also made Santas. So in this episode, you're going to see me unpack and feature some Santa Clauses that I know she's had for decades and collected over the years. Some that I just personally gravitate towards because of style or color. And then lastly, I'll put out some Santas that she either made or were some of her prized collections. And that's what my office is going to be for the holidays. It's going to be a Santa sanctuary, so to speak, and just adds to the collections that I've kept of hers. The wood collection is hers. The book collection is my father's. And so it's just a lot of heritage around me as I get ready for the Christmas season. So I'm babbling. I tend to do that a lot with y'all. I apologize, but it is part of who I am. So I just wanted to share my story. Let's get going. Let's finish up this room and enjoy the Santas in my office for 2025. Okay, so before we actually unpack any Santas, we got some cleaning to do. So bear with me as I take everything off the shelves. I'm going to wipe everything down, as well as the actual bowls and accessories here on these shelves, because there are lots and lots of layers of dust over the last year. Once we get through this, then we'll start unpacking the Santas. It is satisfying, though, getting this task done, don't you think? How many of you do a deep clean on your shelves once a year, once a quarter? Maybe you're just really good and you do this every week. And if you do this every week, bless your heart, because I don't have the patience. But now, because it's Christmas, I have to do this. All right, so I did a deep clean of everything on the shelves over there. It's pretty gross, I have to say. I know during my Halloween decor in my office, when I was setting up, I saw all this dust and I thought, it's a witch's lair. And then someone actually commented, I'm sure you intentionally left it dirty. I actually did. It was pretty gross though. So I feel good. Everything is wiped down. So when the Santas go on there, they're nice and pristine. So now I'm going to do is I will start unpacking my first box. So there's two boxes of Santas that I have from Mom. One are these little, they're smaller Santas. So those are the ones that I will start moving things around to place them. I like to have them not too low so the dogs can't come and bite one and take them off. They're not dolls, but they are small that it could be considered something good to chew on. So I try to keep them a little higher than dog height. I also don't go too high because I want to be able to see them because they're smaller. So I intentionally put the bowls behind me at different levels for now, but just knowing that's not where they're permanently staying, I move things around as I start putting the collections together. So first, let's unpack the Santas. Then I'll start placing. Once this is all done, we'll do a nice little overview of the placement, and then I will move over to the bookcases in front of me where the larger Santas that Mom collected will go in there. So let's go do the little ones first. So now that I have all the little men unpacked, let's go and decorate with them. They are quite a bunch though, aren't they? A lot of fun. Now that all the fun, adorable Santas are unpacked, now I get to play here on these shelves. And I don't know how many times you all rearrange a shelf, but I'll place something in a spot and I'll look at it and I'll move it and I'll look at it and I'll move it and I'll do it over and over and over again. And sometimes I will do it again the next day and the next day until it really feels like it's in the spot it's supposed to be. So that's what you're watching me go through right now. I'm sure it doesn't look that exciting, but for me, I wanted to show you the process just so you understand how many times I put something in its place and then move a bowl and then move a bowl back and then move a Santa forward and move a Santa back. I just find it quite amusing watching myself as I'm trying to figure this out. You'll notice a lot of these smaller Santas are ornaments. I believe a few of these are Hallmark International Santas. Others are glass-blown Santas that I truly don't know the origin from. Others are little wooden carved Santas that I remember Mom collecting on different vacations here or there. There's also some Valancourt Santas. You're going to see smaller ones here and then larger ones when we get to the bookcase. I just love these details, and I love remembering her loving them as well. This little puppet Santa came from one of her many Paris trips as a couture buyer. And then these little almost egg-shaped looking Santas, they came from Japan. So cool. So this cabinet's kind of cool. Everything you're about to see me put in here are Russian. So you'll see Russian doll Santa Clauses. You'll see a Russian artist that Mom bought 4 of the artists' Santa Clauses from, I believe it was Neiman Marcus. And then there were 2 other Russian ones at the bottom that are also a Russian artist. I simply know this because on the bottom of all of them it says Made in Russia. So this becomes my Russian cabinet. Just look at the details as we go through these different Santas. Just exquisite. So pretty. In this cabinet, these are where the taller Valancourt Santas are going to go, and just about 2 or 3 tall wooden carved Santas. This one, I don't know why, but it took me a while to figure out how to put these Valancourt Santas in order. I don't know if it was just my asymmetrical eye that was getting conflicted with symmetry. Who knows? But you'll notice I go back and forth, trying to get them in the right spots. But finally, at the end, I think I settled on something that made me happy. So bear with me as I keep moving these around, but I think they turned out pretty nice. Okay, this piece is pretty cool. This is a reproduction of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Only 5,000 were made. So I have a little certificate of authenticity here that you're seeing, and then a little bit of a story as to the story of the author and the creation of the story of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." But I didn't even know Mom had this until she passed away, and I found it in one of her Christmas cabinets. And so I like to put this right here in the office. It used to be a library, this room, until I put a desk in here. But having this piece of literature in here with all the Santas, I just think suits it perfectly. So I'll keep it open like this through the season. Love it. Okay, this is so cute. This Christmas tree in a cloche was made by a dear friend of ours for one of Mom's craft parties. And if you look really closely, there are little tiny itty bitty Japanese dolls at the base of the tree, just like I have the rest of the Japanese dolls around it. I just love this because it's not something that anyone could buy in a store. This was homemade by a dear friend. These blue gifts that light up, these are the ones I bought at Hobby Lobby. They look pretty cool lit up, don't they? Okay, so now I get to officially introduce you to the original Over the Ko'olau Santa. Over the Ko'olaus was the name of the company my mom owned when she retired, and she only made Santa Clauses for income. This was actually a Santa she made back in the 90s. It was made of neckties of friends of hers, and as she would fly from Hawaii all the way to Europe for her business trips, for fashion shows and her couture buying, she needed to stay busy. So she actually had an idea to gather a bunch of neckties from all of her friends and coworkers, and she would sit there on those really long plane rides, and she would hand cross stitch all of them together, put batting in the coat, and made a Santa Claus. This is the original Santa, so the inside is sort of not exactly the way she wanted it, and she ultimately made more prototypes down the road. So she never liked the arm length of this one, but I will never change it because this is the one that inspired her to make over 1,000 Santas throughout her Santa Claus career. You'll see more of these decorated throughout the house as we do more Decorate With Me's this season. But here's Santa. Gotta love him. This is going to be the last Santa I put into this space. This was a Santa Mom invested in later in her collection, made from Catherine's collection. He actually has a stand, but I remember her displaying him sitting in this little blue chair that used to be my little blue chair when I was 2 years old. She had it in her library back in Hawaii, and he would be next to a rocking chair. So I figured I'd put him back into this blue rocker so he gets to see everybody who comes through the front door and also gets to greet me every time I walk into my office. I think he's pretty darn cool. The details on his coat, his boots, his pocket watch are awesome. All right, that's it, you guys, for this episode. I have officially finished the majority of this office. And I say majority because as I was looking at the bottom of this tree, I really want to put a tree collar on the bottom. I thought originally I was going to do a tree skirt and use a blue throw that I would normally throw on the bottom. But it just, looking at these shades, I found a rattan tree collar that I think would be perfect down there because I do have 2 rattan lampshades, and I like to tie in texture and materials, and it'll just make me feel better that it's a complete look. Also, I have 2 windows in my office. You can actually see in the reflection in this mirror, there's one right there. I just ordered, I'm trying not to sneeze, excuse me, 2 cypress wreaths, 24-inch wreaths that are also coming in from Walmart, all part of the Black Friday sale, by the way, you guys. So I'll link those on the bottom. I'll link the tree. I'll link all those ornaments all over again, because if you want to take advantage of the affiliate links, so you can also use them to get your Black Friday pricing, that would be amazing. But anyway, I'm going to do blue velvet ribbon with the cypress wreaths when those come in. They're probably not going to come in until early next week, but that'll be really the finishing touches in the room. All right, so with that, you guys, thanks for being with me, finalizing my Christmas office. I am so happy to be around Mom Santa, especially this guy, the OG, the original necktie Santa. Looking forward to continue to design in the house. Next episode, I do believe, will be the primary bedroom and bathroom. Nothing over the top, just probably a tree, some garlands, and I'm definitely going to do a green and gold theme in the bedroom. Alrighty, so we'll see you then, and have a fabulous rest of your weekend. Have fun and go shopping. Shop a lot. 'Tis the season. Bye, everybody.